As a counselor and advocate on teens and adolescent mental health, I often get the question on why do teenagers use drug? Why would an adolescent want to try drug when they possibly know the side effect of it? And sometimes a lot of people conclude that, well, it could be as a result of bad parenting, bad environment, bad influence, and stuff like that. Many people forget that the teen age is a transformative years where the teenager is exploring, and some of their behaviors are as a result of experimentation. And unfortunately, drug is one of those things they experiment with. Not all teenagers do. So in this conversation, I want to discuss some reasons why a teenager and adolescent may be involved in drug, may get addicted to it, may find it attractive. Now, I like to urge parents and guardians of teenagers, when you find that your teenager is involved in drug use, drug abuse, or any other kind of substance. Now, the first thing you should do is not conclude on what you think may be wrong. It is best to find out the root cause of that attraction. Why is my teenager using drug? And attack it from there. When you want to treat drug issue, find the roots. If he is hanging, or if he or she is hanging out with friends, you want to find how to dissociate such individual from that group. And so today, the first reason why a teenager and adolescent may try drug is because they want to belong. They want to fit in. They want to be like their friend. In my last video, I mentioned that when a teenager or a young person sees nothing wrong being friends with someone who takes drug, very soon they are also going to take drug. And if a person does not use drug, if a child does not use drug and is a friend to someone who uses drug, with time, the one who uses drug is going to convince them to use drug, because they will feel that we are better than you who don't use drugs. So teenagers like to fit in, and they don't mind if fitting in is not good for them. They want to be like the other person. The second reason why a teenager and adolescent may want to use drugs is because they want to feel better. I want to feel cool, or what some teenager would say, I want to feel high. They have seen someone who took drug, and the person told them that this drug will make you feel high, it will make you feel good, it will make you feel better. And so they want to feel that kind of feeling, especially when they notice that after their friend has taken it, they all of a sudden are bold. They all of a sudden are be able to do what they could not do before. That teenager is going to be attracted to try because they also want to exhibit that kind of bold behavior. Now, the third reason why a teenager may want to try drug is if another teenager has told them that it will help you feel better, especially when the teenager has received some sort of heartbreak. Maybe they try chasing a girl, or they like a boy who disappoints them and they can't get over it. They're not talking to anybody about it. A friend who has tried drug before or any other substance may tell them that, why don't you take alcohol? It can make you feel better. Or if they are going through some kind of stress or pressure from school, from home, or depression, or something that affects their mind negatively, and someone suggests to them to take this substance to make them feel good, they're going to try it. And if they get that temporary feeling of forgetting the issue at that time, they may want to try it again. Another reason why a teenager also may want to try drug is experimentation. I started at the beginning by saying that every teenager want to explore, and scientists have told us that the brain does not stop exploring until you're 25. So the teenager, as he grows older, he wants to explore, he wants to try new things, he wants to be able to add to discussion when they say, oh, have you tried this? And then they say, yes, I've smoked once, I've tasted alcohol, and things like that. Now, some teenager may experiment and then, no, I don't want to do this. But not all teenagers experiment and walk away. Some experiment and get hooked to it, get addicted, and becomes detrimental to their mental health. Now, another thing that will make a teenager want to try drug or use drug is competition. They want to impress. They want their friends who are also taking drugs or are involved in drugs to see that I'm also a big boy or I'm also a big girl. They want their peers to be proud of them. So they're out there to impress the people who are also taking drugs. Okay, another reason why a teenager may want to try drugs is for attention. They want people around them to give them attention. Now, the average teenager seeks attention, and as a parent, it is a good thing if your teenager is seeking attention. Give it to them, because teenagers use attention to validate themselves, to validate their worth. And if you don't give them attention, it could reduce their worth, it could puncture their esteem. They want to shine, they want to feel like they are the best in there. Now, when you do not give that to them, they will look for some ways that will make you give them that attention. As a youth counselor, sometimes I have heard teenagers who fake sickness just so that their parent would give them attention. Okay, and also there's the reason of not well informed. Many teenagers are not informed on the side effect of drug use and substance abuse, and so they just get involved in it because they see it somewhere, it's accessible, so they just use it. Now, if you go on the street, you may see people selling it. Sometimes even the media advertise alcohol as something that is cool. And so if a teenager thinks that, well, I love this advert and the advert makes an impression on them, they would buy into it. And lastly, some teenagers also get involved in drugs because they're already addicted. They may probably addicted to some kind of substance, and after a while they feel they need something even more, so they may move to something that has even adverse effect than the former. So they get addicted and they cannot stay off it. They have to keep taking that particular drug until they feel better. Now, like I said in my previous video, if you find out that your teenager is addicted or your adolescent is addicted to any kind of substance, please seek professional help quickly.